right, everybody. This is Sci-Fi Express Lane public service announcement, okay? So I want to talk about DVDs. Oh, snap. Used to be the old gravy train of making money, making your low-budget film, making it make money, you know? So where I'm at right now, I was preparing earlier when DVDs, when streaming first came out, right? I was like, oh snap, it's gonna be obsolete. We got all these streaming platforms. People are putting their DVDs up. I got 2 big bins full of DVDs. Shoot, I used to burn DVDs, so I got some burnt DVDs that I'm like, the DVD players actually don't even play them anymore. My DVD player is kind of broke, and I never replaced it. I had a DVD burning DVD that I used to make my own DVDs for, of my comedians and stuff like that. And I used to had the ability to convert my own DVD VHS into DVDs, but I didn't do that. Once I was able to rip them and put the comedy sketches or movies that I made on digital, I didn't even do DVD anymore. So I was like, digital is it. But that digital element lasted for a small window when streaming fully came out. I remember when you couldn't stream a long, high quality movie when it first came out, but then it fully finished. And let me backtrack. Welcome, Jeff Carroll, Sci-Fi Express Lane. All right, let's get it on. I know I rushed through that, but let me go back. So this commentary is about DVDs. I feel that DVDs are going to come back, and we all admit that DVDs went out. They were out. You know what I'm saying? I have 6 movies. I only had 2 of them on DVD. The last 4 I never got on DVD, except when the Black Nun distributor said, yo, we putting up some DVDs. I was like, oh snap, let me get them, because maybe I can sell them. And lo and behold, I took it to a couple of comic book conventions, and those suckers sold. Baltimore, one sold right here in Miami, right? I was like, oh snap, so now the DVDs are selling. And you know, I'm gonna sell it because I'm selling my autograph or whatever on it, but it was interesting that they sold. And now I'm like, maybe I should order some of my other movies and see if the distributors put those in DVDs, and I can have a whole nother section at my table, right? But I think the reason why they sold and why I think they will sell is because I don't jump on new technology. Let me just first say that. It's gonna have to be out for a while before, you know, a year or 2 years, or for people to really take it. And then I'll get it at that second wave. I don't jump on things right away. So when streaming came on, I was like, you know what? I'm with it, but I'm not renting movies. No, why am I doing that? And then I said, I'm not necessarily buying movies. The first movie I bought on Amazon was Beowulf, because I was teaching English, and I had to play it in my class every year. And you know, the first year, I think I rented it, but then the second, third, and fourth, every year I've been able to play Beowulf in my class. And I was like, yo, that might be one of a few movies that I own. But then the problem was, like, if I lose my Amazon subscription and I don't, you know, if I stream platform hop, like I just let my Hulu go, I was like, what if I let my Amazon go? Now all the movies that I bought, do I still have access to them? What if Amazon goes down? Do I still have access to the movies that I bought on Amazon? It's not long-term rental, it's buying. They call it buying. And I know people probably have extensive libraries of movies on these streaming platforms. And I don't know if you can buy movies on Tubi or Hulu or Vimeo, Vimeo you probably, but I don't think they allow you're not downloading them. You're not downloading them, they're staying virtual on the platform. So for me, I think that has now, that ownership of movies on these platforms has now changed in people's minds, that they're like, maybe I don't want to own a movie that I don't really own on a platform. It's like me. I used to think it probably was when YouTube and these platforms were at their heyday. Every movie you wanted to see was available. And now, like, I like to see Reign of Fire. I like to see Sucker Punch, Serenity. These are like my comfort movies, like iRobot. But when I Google them, they're not always available on different platforms. But when I own the DVD, I could put it in and I could see it whenever I wanted to see it. And now I don't I don't have a DVD player. I have a Xbox, and it's my son's old one, but that services as my DVD player. And I feel like hooking that up, or it's already hooked up because he plays games on it. But that's where I'm gonna watch my movies. And it seems like people who are buying my DVDs are playing them on these platforms. And so it's a tangible ownership. I remember, I was watching one of these young generation YouTube shows where they'll watch old shows together, or you never heard Biggie, so they're going to play Biggie for them the first time. You never heard Grand Poobah, you never heard the X-Clan, so they're going to play it for them for the first time. And they did, and they watched a couple of Dave Chappelle show episodes, and it was like guys around, and the guy said, yeah, man, I'm hip to all of this. My parents had me watching Chappelle show, and Chappelle show ain't even old, but I get it, you were probably too young to watch it when it came out. He was like, yeah, I got them all on DVD. And I was like, I never thought I would hear DVD come out of a young generation person's mouth. So now I'm thinking, wow, DVDs are valuable. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. What's the value of DVDs? You own it. You can watch it whenever you want. That hasn't fully been replaced. I get it, DVDs and CDs replace cassettes because they just are the same thing but better. But streaming is not really the same thing as a DVD. It's not the same thing. It might be better, right? But if your internet goes down, that's the other thing we're thinking about. All these post-apocalypse, you don't have access, you still have your DVDs. All you need is electricity, TV, and a player, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? So in some aspects, streaming doesn't really replace a DVD, or let's say Blu-ray. That's a DVD. The Blu-ray is just a higher quality DVD. But now the DVDs are higher quality themselves. The memory on a DVD is high enough to get a high quality play of the movie, whether it's HD, which was the old one. I think they might have DVDs that can play 4K. If not, it's still a DVD and a Blu-ray. It's not that much difference. You know what I'm saying? It's still physical ownership. So whether you're owning it on DVD or owning it on Blu-ray, you're owning it, and that's different than streaming. So I don't know. I think streaming is not going anywhere, but streaming didn't fully replace DVDs, and DVDs are going to experience a resurgence. I'm just telling you, I think the moment I saw it sell at my table and I just had it sitting there, a little Black Nun, copy of the Black Nun. Holy moly. I actually was like, yo, people are going to start buying DVDs again. They probably can play, people don't have like the CD player, the DVD player in your laptop. My current laptop doesn't have one. To play my DVDs, I have an external hard drive because I even have some old programs that I have to install through my external hard drive. Like I use the first generation of Final Draft, and I still have it on my DVD. So, I install it from that. And mind you, DVDs don't last forever. There's an expiration date on that. So it's not forever. I think the best way to get it is to get your DVD and rip your DVD and put it on your own hard drive and not lose the hard drive. Because that way it'll never go anywhere, but you own it. I don't know if they let you download movies. I have to look into that. But if they do, then that's another form of ownership. But definitely owning something on Amazon, in your Amazon library, whether it's an audiobook, a book, or a film, movie, is not really ownership. Because if Amazon goes down, you lose your internet connection, you don't have access, to stuff that you own. So it's not real ownership. And that's it. That's my vent for today. DVDs are coming back, y'all. All right, peace. Jeff Carroll, Sci-Fi Express Lane. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you think I'm wrong, or if you want to thank me, be like, yo, Jeff, I didn't even think of it like that. Sure, if my mathematics makes sense to you, definitely hit me up. All right, comment on the YouTube. Comment on the reposted Facebook. All right, subscribe, hit me up. All right, let's go.